330 points. Billy Dunn right behind him with 320. Jordan McCready 298. Lance Willicks 290. Jackson Gill 268. Preston Forbes 248. Sean Shaw 237 as we get ready to go to green. Very quickly, they go to work down into turn number 3 and 4. Bottom of the racetrack. Cameron Black with a little bit of bobble goes up the hill. Had to gather it up, get the seat back underneath him. And that allowed Dylan Zacharias to drive around to the outside. Zacharias is going to be your leader off turn number 2 down the back stretch. They will go. Ryan Bartlett gets a beautiful run. Bottom of the racetrack to 39. He'll battle for spot number 2. Bartlett to the inside of the racetrack. One car slow off the top side. That is the Roof to Rails home inspection number 9. Of Tyler Meeks. He's got a flat tire and he will roll that to the outside of turn number 2. Caution flag is going to come out as we score lap number 1. Behind the field right now. Not sure if he's got an issue inside that car. We're going to have to wait and see as we go back to green. Ryan Bartlett looking for the lead off turn number 2. Went to the inside of Zacharias. Zacharias open 3 wide down the backstretch. Timmy Fuller to the bottom. Billy Dunn in the middle. Jack Gill to the outside. A 3-car battle down into turn number 3 and 4. Timmy Fuller is going to take advantage. He's going to pick up 3 spots down to turn number 2. Fuller all the way up to the number 4 spot. Dunn back to 5th. Now they're 3 wide again behind them as they head into turn number 3 and 4. This battle up front. Zacharias brings him off the point. Down the front stretch. Ryan Bartlett right on that back bumper. Bartlett slides into the inside. Can't make the nose stick this time as they go down the back stretch. They'll head towards turn number 3 and 4. Timmy Fuller is going to get to the number 3 spot. 4th right now would be Andy Howard. Then it's Billy Dunn, Mike Maresca chasing him, and Luke Fuller behind him. But back up front, we got a battle shaping up over in turn number 2. Ryan Bartlett to the inside of the racetrack, trying to slide a nose underneath, gets down into Zacharias. Zacharias goes up the hill, now squares it off. Bartlett trying to make a stick, side by side off turn number 4. Back to the line. Dylan Zacharias continuing to show the way. Now Ryan Bartlett's going to find his way up to the front of the field. Bartlett off turn number 2 assumes the lead. Last time by 18.787. 18.787 on your leader, Ryan Bartlett. He'll bring him off turn number 4 at the line. Ryan Bartlett, your leader. Dylan Zacharias back to the number 2 spot. 3rd is Timmy Fuller. He's followed by Billy Dunn at the 49. Then it's Mike Maresca as they work out turn number 2. Luke Fuller up to the number 8 spot or 7 spot down the backstretch. Then it's Andy Howard as they'll head to turn at number 3. Luke Fuller trying to close that gap on Mike Maresca and a couple of cars battling behind him. Here goes Jordan McCready now. McCready looking at the outside of the 21 of Andy Howard. McCready, the first guy to step way out of line. The Flax high-rise painting, number 28 down the backstretch. Got a good look to the outside. Andy Howard in the GNR Auto Parts ride, able to hold him off at this point. This time McCready swings to the top again, trying to find cushion outside of the speedway. May get a beautiful run this time down the front stretch. And McCready is going to take over the spot. McCready's going to get to 7th in front of Andy Howard. Caution is out on the speedway. Yellow flag will wave. We got a car stopped up on top of turn number 4. That is the 25 of George Sanford from DePaulville, New York. He is going to roll to a stop to the outside of the speedway, and that's going to bring the caution out. To the infield pace truck, I should say, pulling to the infield as we get ready to go back to racing action. 8 laps in as we go back to green off turn number 4. Zacharias is going to go to work on the outside of Bartlett and now looks side by side. Battle for the 3 spot. Billy Dunn to the high side. Tim Fuller to the inside of the racetrack as they work off turn number 4. 3 wide battle for the 2 spot. Zacharias is going to hold on to it. Down to turn number 1 and 2. Ryan Bartlett loves the fact he had 2 cars side by side behind him. He'll hold on to about a car and a half advantage down to turn number 3 and 4 this time. Zacharias settles the 2 spot. Billy Dunn chases his tires off turn number 4. Timmy Fuller got shoved up the hill, now down the backstretch, and now coming back into turn number 1 and 2. He trying to close back up. He's got Mike Maresca working all over his back bumper. Behind him, it'll be Jordan McCready side by side with Luke Fuller as they head to turn number 3 and 4. Again, there's Timmy Fuller right through the middle of the speedway, turn number 4. Mike Maresca looking to the inside as they're both chasing the 49 of Billy Dunn down into turn number 4 this time. We'll watch this battle as they work down the backstretch. Zacharias trying to hold on to the number 2 spot. Billy Dunn within striking distance, a couple of car lengths back. Ryan Bartlett loving every second of this as he begins to stretch that lead advantage. Now there's a battle for the number 4 spot. Mike Maresca just drove underneath Timmy Fuller. Fuller back to the inside. Says, excuse me, that's my spot. Right back out in front. And Mike Maresca's not done. He'll come it right back to the bottom of the speed of the St. Lawrence Radiology, number 7 MM. Of Mike Maresca, and Timmy Fuller says, hey, I'm the elder statesman here. They work off turn number 2. Billy Dunn up to the number 2 spot. He'll get underneath Dylan Zacharias in the Thompson Motorsports ride. Down to turn number 1 and 2. Dunn hit a run to the bottom of the racetrack, but he's able to drive up the hill in front of Zacharias. He'll hold the spot. Here's that battle for the number 3 position again. Or 4, excuse me. Fuller squeezes Maresca down the hill. Maresca chases him. Fuller's going to get a better run that time down the backstretch as they'll head to turn number 3 and 4. Fuller trying to set his sights on our leader, but Ryan Bartlett stretches that lead down to turn number 1 and 2. Bartlett takes him down into turn number 2 this time off the backstretch with about a 2-second lead, almost a 2-second lead over Billy Dunn. Battle shaping up for spot number 3. Dylan Zacharias has it. Timmy Fuller wants it. Fuller goes to the inside of the racetrack. He'll take the spot down to turn number 2. Fuller up to the 3rd spot. Zacharias not done yet as he'll chase him down the backstretch. But Fuller has found another gear as they work down into turn number 2. Fuller right in the middle of the speedway this time. Zacharias about half a groove higher down into turn number 1 and 2. That lead advantage for Ryan Bartlett was almost 2 seconds. It's down to a 1.5 seconds as Billy Dunn continues to work away at that lead distance, but he was going to have to get some work done in a hurry. 18 laps in that last time by, and Dunn still about a quarter of a straightaway back from your leader down to turn number 3 and 4. Watching Billy Dunn pilot through turn number 4, trying to chase that car right there, the 39 of Ryan Bartlett. Bartlett looking to park it in victory lane after a heartbreaking start to the season here. Nothing but mechanical and engine problems in the DP Bartlett Johnny D's Catering, number 39, so far this season. But right now he has found something, and he's caught lap traffic down to turn number 1 and 2, and just had to make a diving move to the bottom of the speedway to get underneath the Brett Crossoff turn number 2 down the backstretch. Less than a handful of laps left to go as they continue to work lap traffic. Ryan Bartlett has a rocket underneath his seat here tonight as he'll take him down to turn number 1 and 2. That lead advantage is down to 1.4 seconds, but we've only got a few laps left to go. Billy Dunn doing everything he can to try to get to the back bumper, and now Ryan Bartlett's got lap cars right in his lap. Bartlett trying to sort out some lap traffic. Billy Dunn begins to eat away at that lead advantage. Off turn number 2, they will go down the backstretch. Bartlett about a 15-car advantage as they work lap traffic down to the turn number 3 and 4. Parallel flags will be coming out for Ryan Bartlett off turn number 4 down the front stretch. Bartlett will point him into turn number 1 and 2. Be careful to work with some of these lap cars down the backstretch now. He continues to hold about a 1.3 second lead over Dunn down to turn number 3 and 4. It's been a few years since Ryan Bartlett's visited victory lane here at the Can-Am Speedway, but he is 4 turns away over in turn number 2. He'll exit turn number 2 down the backstretch. Lead advantage not going to disappear. Ryan Bartlett's going to take him to turn number 3 and 4. Billy Dunn chasing him. Lap traffic right in front of your leader. Off turn number 4, Ryan Bartlett's going to be your modified feature winner. Billy Dunn's going to come home second. Timmy Fuller drives to the number 3 spot. Mike Maresco's going to end up 4th. It'll be Dylan Zacharias coming home in the number 5 spot. Luke Fuller's going to chase those guys. Jordan McCready going to end up in the number 7 spot. Scott Webb comes home 8th. Jack Gill ends up in the number 9 spot. Lance Willix will be 10th. He'll be followed back to the line by Sean Shaw, Jeff Sykes, and then Dan Bouchard 13th, Preston Forbes 14th. Joel Hall finishes in the 15th spot. Since they planted this car in victory lane, he's had a chance to go through tech. Climbing out of the backside, your modified feature winner, here's Ryan Bartlett! There you go. First roof dance for the son. Ryan, congratulations. I don't know who's happier, you, your mom, or your brother for the car finally staying together.
Yeah, this new car has been pretty good since we got this one out. They blew a couple motors up earlier in the year with the other car, but finally getting the bugs worked out of this, and tonight the track suited my style, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. You took off in a hurry. Now, you made some really gutsy moves early to put this out in front, and then you and Dylan had a great battle.
Yeah, the key is to get to the front as quick as you can, and restarts, you got to pounce and make your moves then, because once everyone gets up and going, it's really hard to pass.
There's a couple tricky spots on the track tonight you guys had to work around.
It had a little character, but we made some changes after the heat and dialed ourselves right in. I mean, I didn't even have to drive it that hard.
At least in the last couple of weeks, this thing's just been on fire.
Yeah, I think we let one slip away last week by making a wrong lane choice late in the race. Let Jordan slip back by, but we'll take a first and a second.
All right. It's been a while since you've been here in Victory Lane. People you got to thank.
Yeah, well, tonight's sponsor, the main one to thank, Tyler and my uncle and father, and put a lot of time and hard-earned money into this program, and glad to see we can make it pay off for them.
Yeah. What else? What else? We got a lot of people over here to thank.
Yeah, it's all pretty much a family effort. Got to thank Bedell Racing Engines. He builds a really good stove under the hood, and Troyer Race Cars. This is a new TD5 chassis, so they've been pretty fast out of the box this year.
Thank you, wife and kids.
And I got to thank Bryce and Summer for all their support, and Mom and Dad and Lindsay.
All right, congratulations. Ryan Bartlett is back in Victory Lane.